This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is a case of Miller versus Walters. Mr. Miller, you've been in a 3-year relationship with Ms. Walters, but you recently came face to face with the man that she cheated on you with. No. So you came here today for the answers to 2 questions. 1, is she still cheating with that man or with other men? And are you the father of her son?
Well, you hit the nail right on the head. Yes, Your Honor. I need to know the truth. I need to know the whole truth, Your Honor. And if she can't be truthful with me, honestly, Your Honor, I'm about to reevaluate our relationship.
All right, Ms. Walters, why are you here?
Well, I'm here to prove my innocence. I am so tired of the accusations. My family is at stake at this point, and now he's questioning the paternity of my son, and I'm just ready to move on so we can have a happy life.
All right, you said that she's already cheated. How did you find out about that? How do you know that she cheated?
Well, I just recently went to go see her, and upon going there, I had plans to propose. Guy just popped up at the house.
Well, you are not living together in the same city?
No, not currently right now. I actually moved away to make a way for this family with a better job, a better pay, and that's what I feel like I should do.
So take me to the day of this incident. What happened? You got to the house and what happened?
The man popped up at the door, and I just asked him, hey, what's going on? He said, I wanted to talk to Tara. Well, who are you? You know what I mean? And then the gentleman said he confessed his love for her.
Right there to your face?
To my face. He confessed his love for her. So
did he know you?
He didn't. Yes, I assumed that. I guess he did know about me once I did talk to her, because she did confess that they was definitely seeing each other.
So he knew who you were. You didn't know who he was.
That's the problem. Yes, it was a hard thing to swallow right then and there. Just it was just like a gut punch right then and there, and it really did throw me off that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ms. Walters, tell me about this man who's confessing his love when this young man is coming to propose to you. What is that?
Well, me and Sylvester, we were going through a rough patch at the moment. So this guy was someone that, treated me nice, did the things that I was looking for from Sylvester that I just was not receiving at the time. But I was, honest about it. I did let him know, and I'm ready to move on past it.
All right, let me ask you some questions, since we're here for the whole truth.
The whole truth.
All right, were you intimate with this man?
We did have intimate relations.
How many times?
We only had intimate relations twice. It was ended in April, and I have not had any type of intimate relationships with this guy since that point.
But you realize that all this cheating and all these lies have now called into question the paternity of your son. Mr. Miller thinks, well, maybe I'm not the father. Maybe somebody else is the father. And I got to tell you, from a man's perspective, that's one thing you never want to feel that's in question, whether you are the father of your child. That's got to be tearing you up.
Yes. At this time it is, because now I got to question other situations.
Well, that's why we're here today, to get to the truth.
Is this the only man you're concerned about, Mr. Miller? Are there other people that might be out there?
Yeah, there's another situation, actually. She called me one day. I got off of work. I was off of work. I went to sleep. She called maybe a few times. Maybe, I think 8 times to be exact. I picked up on the 8th time, and she sounded really ecstatic and said, babe, hey, you need to come pick me up from the airport. That sounded real convincing, but I didn't know she was coming to Detroit. Hey, baby, you in Detroit? That's enough for me. I'm coming to get you. I want to see you. You know what I mean? If you're going to pop up on me. So right then and there, as on the way to the airport, I'm calling her. You know what I mean? I'm really calling her, and she's not picking up the phone. So I'm on the way, because I don't know what terminal she is.
Right.
She sounded mad. After 8 calls, I think anybody would be a little frustrated or whatever. So I rush down there. I get to the airport. I'm sitting in the cell phone lot because I don't know which terminal to go to. I don't want to go to one and she's way at the other one. She never picks up the phone at all. And
okay, so hold on.
I feel foolish.
Hold on. You go to Detroit to sing.
Yes.
And then you disappear, you don't answer the phone? What's up with that?
Well, it was actually supposed to be a surprise for Sylvester.
Okay.
I had a friend who was actually a flight attendant, so she had a little, you know, hook up with a ticket. She was going to Detroit, so she let me come along with her. Once I did get to Detroit, I'm blowing up Sylvester's phone. Mind you, I'm thinking, there's no reason why he's not answering the phone. Why is he not answering the phone for me? I'm texting him, no response. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna ruin my time. I got this free ticket. She was on her way to Atlanta, was her next stop, so I went to Atlanta with her.
Okay.
But wait. You did speak to him, right? At some point.
I did not speak to him until I was on the plane boarding. Before the plane left, the tickets was already in place. I was already set to go to Atlanta at that point. It took him too long to respond.
Mr. Miller, are there any other men that you're concerned about that she's still sleeping with?
Well, actually, once that died down in a little bit, we were talking. That actually, we were actually together. I went to go see her, and I was sitting next to her. So we were just talking. She was showing me her Snapchat memories. You know what I mean? And it goes over all the times you had in the past month. And that actual night popped up on the Snapchat memory. The setting, everything was the same as the background. What she had on, everything.
The night you were supposed to be picking her up from the airport.
Correct.
So what did you see?
Well, I actually seen her, and then same thing, but I seen who she was actually with.
Oh.
And you submitted that Snapchat to the court, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
Oh, and she sending hearts out.
So did you recognize the guy that she was in the video with?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
It's not the same guy that you met at the house, is it?
No, Your Honor.
It's a different guy.
It's a co-worker.
Co-worker.
Yes.
All right. What's going through your mind when you see this? What do you say to her? What do you do?
I'm like, hey, honey, I already seen something. Like, who is that? I wanted to see. Like, just show me. She's like, you sure me you want me to see it? You gonna be cool? I just want to see it, honey. When she showed it to me and I recognized the coworker, it just took me back to a point in a relationship, and it kind of made me feel down. So I just said, let me get a moment. So I sat down.
Is this someone she's been with before?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Walters, what are you doing?
No, for one, no. We're not gonna go there.
Oh, wait. Have you been with this man sexually before?
Yes.
Here's my concern, Ms. Walters. This is a night that, you came to Detroit to visit him. And so you're like, well, he's not answering, so then I'm going to Plan B, and this is what Plan B looks like. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
And so now you think that this coworker could be the father.
Well, yeah, at this time, if she's lying about, these different things and stuff at this point, then months down the line after this, she ends up pregnant. And I got to question my son. And yes, Your Honor, I am questioning my son right now. Yes, I would like to know the truth, the whole truth.
Well, we wanted to have a friend of the court come and share about what it feels like to have your partner, your girlfriend, cheat on you. And he's going to shed some light on that. At this time, the court would like to call record producer, songwriter, and member of the R&B group Next, Mr. Robert R.L. Hugger, to come share his story. Ron, would you escort him in?
Good to see you today.
You too. You as well.
For the record, would you state your name?
Robert R.L. Hugger.
Okay. And you have experienced infidelity in relationships where you have been the one watching your significant other cheat on you. Can you share with Mr. Miller what that was about and what you went through?
Yeah, I had an ex step out on me with a friend, somebody I hung with every day.
Wow, violation.
So it affects my life to this day, to be honest. Trust issues.
So what advice would you give this couple being in a relationship that's plagued with infidelity?
Well, first I'll address Ms. Walters. I'm sure you're tired of him always bringing up the things that you've done in the past, right?
Right, exactly how I feel.
Well, it's easy to build something right here from scratch. But if I knock something down and I don't move all the debris and try to build something, it's always gonna be shaky. There's no foundation. So if you're not willing to get all that up, it's over. And for you, Mr. Miller, my heart hurts for you because you can't help who you love. And what it seems to me is, you know, you come into Detroit and calling a few times, him not answering, you leaving. You're looking for a reason to leave, and he's looking for every reason to stay. Yeah. But there's a lot of dysfunction and there's a lot of scars. Well, actually, no, it's wounds. It ain't even healed. It might never heal. Believe me, I wake up every day, there's insecurities, they're gonna be there. Now, it takes you to build him up if y'all gonna work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Your story resonates. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Definitely.
So, love, I think we should talk about what we have in terms of evidence.
Okay, what we got?
That there has actually been cheating in the past, and that cheating in the past is what is the foundation or lack of foundation going forward. Ultimately, he finds out that she's hanging out with a co-worker that she had slept with in the past. And all of this has led to the monumental question of, is my son actually my son?
Yes.
And everything's at stake. He's like, I'm gonna have to rethink this. Am I gonna be with her and raise my son, or am I just gonna be raising my son and taking care of me?
That's right.
Everything is on the line.
The stakes are high.
We can put to rest the issue of your son and his paternity.
Okay.
We have the results here today to share with you and Ms. Walters.
Thank you so much.
Ron, would you hand me those results?
Yes, Sean.
To determine if Mr. Miller is the biological father of 2-year-old Mason Miller,
Yes,
Mr. Miller, you submitted to a paternity test.
I did.
DNA Diagnostics has prepared the results, and they are as follows. Mr. Miller, you are the father.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you. I need an apology.
I am so glad that you now know that, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
And that it's clear you don't have to worry about that hurdle.
Hey, that's the biggest one.
I'm looking at your eyes. They're welling up. I see.
Because I really do love her, and I'm glad to know that, you know, that my son, our son, is our son.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Miller, let me ask you this. Now that you know that Mason is your son, do you want the answer to the second question of whether Ms. Walters is still cheating?
I told you again, I want the truth. I want the whole truth, Your Honor.
Well, you came here to get the whole truth, and that's what we intend to give you.
Thank you.
This court has done a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Tommy Platt, to determine, is she cheating?
Tommy Platt.
Good day, Mr. Platt. How are you?
Doing well, Your Honor.
That's good. You conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Walters, correct?
Yes, sir.
You asked Ms. Walters, since the start of your relationship with Mr. Miller, have you had sexual intercourse with your former coworker? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined that she was telling the truth.
Okay, keep them coming. I told you.
Mr. Miller, you okay?
I got a lot of making up to do on that.
Okay.
Well, we still have other questions.
Fair enough.
You asked Ms. Walters, since the start of your relationship with Mr. Miller, other than the one man he knows about, have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than Mr. Miller? What was her response to that question?
Your Honor, she stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was telling the truth.
You came here to get the truth, and now you've got the truth.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean now for the future of your relationship
I love you. Like I said, pure will and determination is what I'm gonna give you every day past this point. You're my heart. Tara Walters, you remember this?
Yes.
This is when I asked you to be my girlfriend?
Yep.
Oh,
Will you
boy.
marry me, baby?
Yes, baby.
Wow. Well, Mr. Cutler, I think our job is done here.
Our job is done.
Congratulations.
You all have been together for 5 years, and you're at the point where you want to focus on starting a family. But your focus has been diverted to something else because you think his focus has been diverted to someone else. Am I right, Ms. Dallas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's on the line here today?
Your Honor, today I'm very nervous because we have a lot on the line. Me and Dante's been together for 5 years, and I want to have a family with him. But if I can't trust him, today is the day it's going to be over.
Okay.
So it's all at stake right here today.
Yes, sir.
Whether you all grow from 2 to more.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Johnson, she's put it out there. Are y'all gonna build or y'all gonna tear this thing down? Why are you here today?
Well, I'm here to prove my innocence and continue to build with someone who I truly love and been with for 5 years.
All right, so you are saying, look, we getting ready to walk out of here and start our family.
Yes.
All right.
So you think his focus has shifted to something or someone else. What are the warning signs you've seen?
At first, me and Dante was at the first 4 years, it was wonderful. It just this year right here, he's starting to act like a damn fool.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's one way to put it.
Can you be specific?
He is a womanizer. He loves to flirt, and he a cheater. I can't deal with it. He flirt too much for me. We could be somewhere, he see somebody, hey, babe. You don't do all of that when you're in a relationship with somebody.
And this has started this year.
Yes.
So he's been,
Well, let me take that back. It started last year, but he just got out of control this year.
have you found anything?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about that.
Okay. It was the summer night. We was at my cousin's house. We was
Okay.
over there having a little drinks. So we come home. Dante was kind of tipsy, but my intention was to be an investigator that night. So I was waiting for him to go to sleep. And when he went to sleep, I looked inside his phone. When I looked inside his phone, I seen a sex video. A sex video of him and another woman. And so when I seen the video, I woke him up acting like a fool.
And so what did you see in this video?
I seen a sex video of him and another woman having sex outside.
And
And it's clear
outside?
Yes.
It's clear who's in the video.
Where clearly in the video, to me, it's a woman that stay over there in our neighborhood. He's saying it's not her, it's an old video.
But you can clearly see Mr. Johnson.
Yes, I know his body part. I know everything about him.
So
When
do
I
you
first
see his face
When
or just-
No, I didn't see the face, but I know his body part. I know all of that, his tattoos, all of that.
Oh, well, the
Yes.
tattoos are a
Yes.
dead giveaway.
It gave it all away.
That's might as well have his name on it.
Oh, my name on it. So I see my name on the arm.
Oh, your name on it. Wait. There's no way this video predates you dating her because you wouldn't have tattooed yourself with her name until after you were dating. All right, Mr. Cutler, I think we're done here.
Hey, look, it sounds like a good excuse. Oh, this is an old video. But
It is
that's my
old.
name. But this is before I met you.
But
See, that's how I was predetermined. I was predestined to meet you, so I got
What?
your name tattooed on my arm.
no.
So one day I knew I
the
would meet
tattoo
you.
wasn't even really showing like that. Only tattoo that was showing is my 5-star that that they cover up. They, like tattoos on my hand really. My arms really didn't show. Only thing you see is the butt, and you know.
So it is you in the video.
It's me in the video, but it's not with the person from our neighborhood. It's an old video of an ex. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but why is her name on you?
Her name, she didn't see her name. She thought
I
she
seen
her
he
name.
lying. I seen the name.
She seen my mama name on this
I
side.
seen the name in the video. I know his body part. I know all of
I
it.
wish I still had the video. I would show you guys, but you know.
Okay, but so you admit it's you in the video. You just saying it's an old video
Yes, it's-
before you met Ms. Dallas.
Yes, sir. It's
And that
old.
wasn't her name on his.
And that wasn't.
That wasn't her name.
Okay. Have you found anything else, Miss Dallas?
Yes, I done found condoms in his wallet. And me, Dante, we don't have condoms because we trying to have a family. So if I find condoms in your wallet, that made me think right there that you cheating.
We did used to use rubbers like we first
That's
met.
your favorite word.
The first 3 years, we were using condoms on and off, Your Honor. No lie, we used the condom. I just
Is that
didn't never,
true? At
Yes,
the
but we
beginning, you
stopped
were.
because I was trying to have a baby. I'm 33 years
But
old.
I just didn't never get
Okay.
rid of the condom. It just was in my pocket just because, like.
So,
That's
Mr.
if
Johnson, you got old videos, old condoms. You
And
just.
you know what? An old condom ain't gonna help you.
The condom pack was almost, it was wrinkled, it was open a little. So what I'm gonna do with that? It's dried out.
Exactly. So why would you keep it?
Why do you didn't throw
I
it away
just
so
said-
I won't see it? Thank
I
you.
mean, like an old condom ain't gonna help you at all. It's
Right.
a whole lot of kids saying daddy because of an old condom. So I'm just putting it out there.
You're right. I should have just threw it away.
Yeah. So we found the condom. We've got this whole thing with the sex tape.
Yes.
Tell me there's nothing else that supports
Oh, it's something
this.
else.
All right,
On
tell
Mother's
me.
Day.
Mother's Day?
Yes.
Well, Mother's
And-
Day usually doesn't.
Yeah, I thought our Mother's Day, it was going good. I had cooked, all of that. Dontavius side, he want to act like a fool again this day. Dontavius leave by 8:30
In the morning or night?
at night.
Okay.
When he leave, I didn't even know he was gone. I think he outside somewhere. He leave and don't come back till 1 o'clock in the morning. I asked Dontavius where he had been at. First thing he say, he had went to the grave site to see his ex. I didn't believe that, because no cemetery do not have no lights in the grave site.
Well, and they close at a certain time.
Yes.
Some do.
So I knew right then he was lying. I knew exactly right then he was lying because how he was acting. Like he got mad about it, me and him start kind of, fussing.
And he's saying that whole time he was at the cemetery.
No, I did not say the whole time.
Okay.
Like, if you don't want to be with me, just tell me now. Stop having me look like a fool all the time. He do that all the time. He sit there and lie about everything. That's why we here today, because I can't trust him.
When I left the house, only thing I did was took some flowers to, my ex grave, because I had missed a couple years from going out there. I took some, and I went with some friends to have some drinks. And that's why she was mad because I wasn't answering the phone for her, and I didn't feel like arguing.
But he could just told me that. I feel like if you wanted to go to the cemetery, why you didn't say that to me earlier? I have a car. We could have went together.
Did he tell you at that time he had been out drinking?
No.
Oh, so this is news
Yeah,
to
this
you?
new.
Okay.
It's new right here. This is my first time hearing about the drinking part. It's new.
So then what did you do? After he tells you that and you're like, why didn't you tell me? What happens?
Me and him got in a big argument. Very big argument. I locked him out the room just to keep away from him. I locked myself in
And
the
I
room.
kicked the door open.
And he kicked the door open.
Why did you kick the room door?
I wanted to get in my bed. That's why I pay bills.
Okay, so I get that because, we get into arguments and people like, so do you go sleep on the sofa? I'm like, no.
I pay bills.
I pay bills. This is my bed too. Now we might be mad at each other. We might be turned the other way from each other. And she cools off and I cool. Why I gotta sleep on the sofa? Because you mad. That doesn't work for me. So look, I get it. Now I'm not sure I'll kick in my door, but still, I get it.
Yeah.
So you all go to bed, y'all mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. I go to bed before him.
Right.
So he come in the room trying to have sex with me.
What?
And the first thing I did,
Trying to make it better.
and the
No. If y'all done had a fight, you'd have kicked in the door. She ain't gonna want to do that.
But no.
Now, makeup sex is
But
a different animal.
That is it. That's the first step to make up sex.
No,
I had
not
to break
kicking
down
in
the
the
door.
door. He done kicked in the door and he like, hey, baby. She like, get off
Like,
me,
I ain't break
man.
the door all the way down. It's just like, we still made love. though,
no,
right?
we did not. Cause later on that night he come get in the bed and I told him let me smell his private part cause he been gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you a sniffer?
Yes.
She's
Oh.
a sniffer and a checker. She checked the
Also,
door.
yes. So I smelled his part and I checked him, right?
When you
I
check,
don't know what check means. I know what sniffing is. Lord have mercy.
Check mean when she
But
grab
I
your-
don't know what checking
your
is.
I
jugular.
mean, I checked his private part. So when I did that, they was soggy. like this. That mean that he don't went out and had sex with somebody. And the other time, they be like this. Hard, firm, ready to,
Kyler, are you tracking?
Wait, okay, and
And when I checked it, it was like this.
She
Because
sure
he had been
grabbed
gone,
every
messing
time.
around with somebody.
Every time.
okay, and it's because of that you think he was with somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Mr.
Mr. Johnson.
Johnson?
Okay, so we know that you weren't at the cemetery all this time. We know that you came back at like 1 something in the
He
morning.
emptied the bank. It was empty.
So were you with somebody else?
No, this is the
No.
question. Why were you deflated?
I don't know. I guess they do that sometimes. I have the slightest idea.
Mr. Johnson, I've never had any of those,
have
so
the
I
slightest
can't
idea.
speak to it. You asking the wrong
She
person.
said they do that when I've been, empty the bank. And then when I don't empty the bank, they be blowed up. So
Your Honor, if you
they always look the same to me.
Well, have you ever
This
noticed a
is y'all-
before and an after?
No, they always look the same.
Look, I can't help you. Because
I'm lost.
this is a
too.
man thing. I'm going to let y'all talk about
Hey,
this.
they always look the same to me.
Now, here's the thing. Ron is over there dying. He's like, don't ask me. Don't look at me.
Hey,
Don't
Ron.
talk to me. Don't ask me.
Rob, we're going to get you some of this, too. We ain't going to leave you out the fun.
It's tough.
And so he denied it. So what happened after that?
After that, we just been arguing, fussing. We didn't have sex that night. I told him, nope, I'm finna go to sleep.
All because of the
Yeah,
deflation.
because he had been gone all night anyway, so
All
where
because they
was
were
you?
deflated.
If
It
you
was
gonna
a-
tell me you left, that let me know you doing something you had no business doing. He had already admitted to me, like in 2015, that he don't have sex with somebody else.
So you know about one incident?
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just like, in your eyes, he came to you deflated, and then you left him more deflated when you said no.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that deflation thing's a real thing.
Well, here's the thing. Miss Dallas, because of this issue of deflation and what it might or might not represent, we have a medical expert that's gonna come and talk to us about that at this time. Dr. Jamila Gator. Ron, would you please escort her in?
Yes, Sean.
How are you, Dr. Gator?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're great.
Would you tell our litigants, please, what your expertise is?
So I'm a board-certified family physician that specializes in hormone balance as well as erectile dysfunction.
Okay. You are a lady then.
Yes, I am.
So I don't know if you've heard the testimony today, but Miss Dallas is accusing her longtime boyfriend of cheating. And one of the issues was that one night she felt his testicles and said that they felt deflated. So we just need some help in understanding what that reflected or meant.
Okay. So this is definitely a myth. I don't know where these urban legends come from, but it's not the case. When a man gets aroused, then there's blood flow to his private area.
Okay.
And that causes his testicles to increase in size.
Okay.
So the famous sexologist Masters and Johnson actually studied this, and they found that at the height of arousal, the testicles can almost double in size.
Wow.
So it's related to arousal, not necessarily whether he had already emptied his bank.
Okay.
Okay, so now once he empties the bank, the testicles are gonna go back to the normal size. So in my opinion, it seems like maybe he just wasn't as aroused at that particular point in time, which could also be because they had been fighting and they weren't getting along, and so it may have been a little bit off that night.
Okay.
So if he had been aroused, she may have felt the normal firmness that she talks about.
Correct, would have had lots of blood flow, which would have caused his testicles to increase and be firm, which is probably what she normally encounters.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Gator, thank you so much for dispelling that urban legend.
Yes.
Note to file.
So you better be happy. You better be happy.
All right, Mr. Cutler, let's talk about this evidence. We have a sex tape was found. We have a condom in his pocket. They don't use condoms. And of course, we had this issue of the testicles, but we now know
What
that
that
may not be what was reflected there. And for all these reasons, Ms. Dallas believes that Mr. Johnson is cheating. And she has said, I want to start a family. I don't have time to play.
I don't have time to play no more, Your Honor. I don't
And-
have time to babysit.
So if you find out that he's cheating, this relationship is over.
If he do not pass his test today, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot on the table.
All right.
Well, we're going to help you get to the truth because this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Wolf in.
You ready, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Good day, Mr. Wolf. How are you?
I'm well, Your Honor.
It's good to see you.
You as well.
Would you explain, please, what forensic voice analysis is?
Yes, sir. When you speak, you have AM and FM frequencies in your voice, like on a radio. And when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. Forensic voice analysis measures those frequencies, and then I can look at a chart and I can determine where there's deception.
All right. So you asked Mr. Johnson a series of questions. Let's take a look at the first question you asked him.
Was the sex video made during your relationship with Miss Dallas?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Totally.
What?
Totally.
I'm sorry. I commit to my wrongs, can you?
That must not have been your tattoo then.
I commit my wrongs, can you? I could apologize.
All right. Let's look at the next question you asked, Mr. Wolf.
Did you have physical sexual contact on the Mother's Day in question with anyone other than Miss Dallas?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Told you. Liar. I knew you were lying anyway.
All right, Mr. Johnson.
On to the next.
How you gonna explain that 5 hours? Who were you with?
Say the lies to yourself. Just be quiet. Don't say
with an
that.
ex.
You were with an ex?
Yeah.
Do you understand the seriousness of this?
Yeah, I understand.
No, he don't. He think
Because
it's a
I'm not
joke.
sure you do. I'm watching your demeanor. I'm watching your face expression. You kind of laughing,
because
chuckling.
y'all only get my side of what I be doing. See, y'all don't really know what she be doing or what led me to do what I be doing. You see what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, we're not here about her. We're here about
about
you.
me. That's why I'm not.
Okay,
You know what I'm
and secondly, whatever she did, you can't use that as an excuse to say it led you to do what you did. You did what you did because you did what you did. You all have been married for 3 years and have 2 children together. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Walker, you brought your husband to court today because you believe that he's been cheating.
I do, Your Honor.
Before we get to that, let me ask you, how did you all meet?
Well, I came to Texas on vacation with my best friend to Lubbock, and we just happened to see each other at the same hotel. He was working there, and we met that way and saw each other and just, I thought he was so handsome.
What was it about him you're like? Was it the eyes? What was
the
it?
eyes, the curls. He had just got out of the pool. His hair was dripping wet and just so handsome and sexy. He just swept me off my feet as soon as I saw him.
Okay, and what did you think when you saw her? Because we got a clear picture of what she was thinking.
As soon as I seen her, I mean, she just fit the description that I liked it. She had the blonde hair, the hazel eyes, like, I mean, she was very beautiful. Like, it was just love at first sight. We just fell in love with each other.
So in the beginning, it was great. What kinds of things did you all do?
We like to travel, so we travel a lot. We like to just do things together, movies, play basketball, take walks.
Okay, so this sounds beautiful. You're in love, you get married. What were the first signs that there was cheating going on?
Okay, well, we had a little get-together at his sister's house, a little party. At the time, I'm 8 months pregnant now.
Wow.
7 months pregnant. And his friend wanted him to go pick up his friend's girlfriend to bring her back to the house party. And they never came back. They came back maybe 12 o'clock that night. Okay, so when he pulls up, I run to the car, and I'm like, what are you doing? Next thing I know, they take off and just leave me in the middle of the road, dust flying in my face. I'm pregnant, crying. I'm just in shock of him, my husband, leaving me like that.
So what are you doing while you're waiting for him during this time period?
I had his phone, so I was using his phone on the Wi-Fi. He didn't even have a phone with him. His friend had a phone, and he kept picking up and hanging up on me. Every time I would call, I would say, hey, can I speak to Burrell? Yeah, hang on a second, click. And I'm like, are you serious? So I'm blowing the phone up, and they pick up and just hang up on me.
So, Mr. Walker,
yes, sir.
Where did you disappear to, and why were your friends blocking you from talking to your 7-month pregnant wife?
We was going to actually pick up another dude, another one of our friends and stuff, and we were supposed to bring him down to the town that we was at. I ended up having a few more drinks and stuff like that, and I ended up getting a little wasted, and after we got in the car and stuff like that, like, I fell asleep on the way back down to the town.
But there was a woman in this car, right?
No, there was not a woman in the car.
Why did your wife think you were picking up a female friend?
I really don't know.
Your wife is home 7 months pregnant with the baby you've been praying for, and you disappear for hours?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you're wasted. That's all you got?
Yeah, well, yes, Your Honor.
So you believe there was a woman in the car?
There was a woman in the car. I saw her sitting right next to my husband in the back seat.
And you believe he cheated with this woman?
I don't think he cheated, but I do believe that he tried.
All right, you know what, Mr. Cutler, I would be all kinds of mad because, you know, I've had 3 pregnancies, been 7 months. And if you disappear for several hours going to get a friend, I would be 30 shades of hot.
That's a bad move, Mr. Walker.
Your Honor,
that's a bad move. I'm telling you from experience, having been with a woman who's had who's been pregnant 3 times. And
With
had
your
3
baby.
sons. Yeah.
Don't forget your babies.
Yeah. You can't disappear. You just can't go out because they don't get a break from pregnancy. You know, men want to say, well, you know, she's being this way, she's being that way, so I'm gonna leave. Women don't get a break from pregnancy. And so you got to be there, you know, with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
What I want to know is this woman. Did you have sex with this woman?
No, Your Honor.
Did you try to have sex with her?
No, Your Honor.
Did you flirt with her?
I did a little flirting, to be honest.
When did this woman come into it? Because you told us earlier there was no woman.
There was no woman in the car.
Okay, but there was a woman at the other place.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Also, since he started this new job, he has told me that he wanted an open relationship. And I'm not okay with that at all.
What does that conversation look like?
He came to me, he's like, look, how would you feel about an open relationship? I told him, I don't feel no kind of way about an open relationship. Why are you even discussing this with me? Like, I don't accept that.
All right, did you ask her about an open relationship?
No, Your Honor.
Did you use that phrase?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, you did.
Okay, are you married at this point?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Where you don't slow down a marriage. A marriage is a marriage.
Look, we're married, but we're getting a little too close. We need some space in this marriage. We're too close as husband and wife.
No.
How do you have that conversation with your wife? And clearly she understood it.
I did.
That you were wanting to get other people involved.
I just felt like we just needed to take a break because we was arguing so bad, so much, and it was just constantly 24/7, all day, every day, like, and it's...
Okay, marriage, you don't get a break from it. It is a job. You gotta work the job every day. The only way you break is your back to make it work.
And that's what I've been trying to do.
Has this new job caused any other problems?
Yes, well, my friend, Madison here, she saw him after work one night, and she saw him with another blonde in the car with the same uniform as him, so it had to be someone that he works with.
Miss Denham, would you step up, please?
Absolutely. I've been waiting. A chance to say my piece.
She's been waiting. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Would you state your name, please, for the court?
My name is Madison Denham.
What's your relationship with Ms. Walker?
This is my best friend. We're close enough I would consider my sister.
So she's a good friend to you?
I love you, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, can you share with us what you observed?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. So I had gotten off of work one night, and a friend of mine and I had decided that we were gonna go and grab some food and a couple of drinks, and there's this really great restaurant really close to my house, but when we got there, they had already closed. So we were standing outside trying to decide where to go from there when Burrell pulls up with making it no secret either. I just want to mention that. And he's like, hey, we're going out to another restaurant if you want to come and join us. I looked in the car and here he is with another blonde. They're wearing the same work uniform. And I was like,
it's all lies.
Burrell, where's Brandy? And he was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And then they took off.
And he's not trying to hide it.
No.
What time of evening was this?
It was around 10 o'clock.
Mr. Walker, were you at a restaurant with a coworker, a blonde coworker at 10 o'clock?
No, Your Honor.
Did you come to a restaurant
No, ma'am.
at 10? So you're saying that she's lying?
Yes, Your Honor.
About the whole thing.
Okay, but if I'm lying about this, then why would you call me a couple of days later and ask me why we never hang out?
No, Your Honor.
Did you?
No.
Why would her friend say this about you?
I don't know. I think she's trying to break us up, to be honest with you.
So she's lying?
Yes.
So you believe your wife's best friend is trying to break up her marriage?
Yes.
And why would she want to do that if she loves her?
Maybe she don't like me.
Well, that's a given, but that has nothing to do with this. It's a given because of the things that I see him put her through, you know? Like, I go over there whenever he's not home at 2 o'clock in the morning and hold my friend while she's crying, you know?
I do work as a server at a restaurant, and we close the restaurant at 11 o'clock, 11:30 sometimes. And I still have to clean up, do all that stuff like that before I can actually leave. As long as I'm home before 3 o'clock, that's a decent time to be home.
You believe that he is cheating with a coworker because your friend saw him with this woman in the same work uniform.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so with this information, what did you do?
I wrote the females that I thought maybe it was from his job.
Okay, did you have any concern that this might affect his employment?
I
She didn't care.
did, but at the
She didn't
time I
care.
did not care because if you cheat on me, you need to get up out that job anyway and find you another one. That's how I feel.
I have my managers telling me, hey, she can't be calling up here, she can't be coming up here. And it's embarrassing me at work, because like everybody's talking about
How
me,
do
like,
I
hey,
feel
why is your wife texting me? Or how does your wife even have my number or anything like that?
So are you going up to his job?
It's
I did go
giving me
to
a,
his job,
it's giving
Your
me a
Honor.
bad name at my job.
But
You know
he's
what I'm
giving
saying?
himself
Like,
a bad name.
Hold on.
If he's cheating,
You went up to his job.
I went in there and I just pulled him to the side and let him know today I'm gonna find out who it is.
You pulled him to the side.
Were there other
I
people
told him
around?
If he didn't tell me right now, I'm about to act a monkey up in this job. I'm not playing.
But the reason you went up on the job is because you believe he's cheating on the job.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're saying you're not cheating.
No, Your Honor.
You're trying to make a better life for your family.
And she's just paranoid.
Paranoid, that's it.
But you want to know so that you can move forward, one way or the other.
I need to know. Okay. I love my husband. That's my best friend.
Tell him what is going through your heart.
Well, I just love you so much, Burrell, and I just pray that I am wrong, because I want to be wrong, because I love you.
I love you too.
What are you thinking as you're watching your wife, your bride, shed tears about this?
I know I'm not doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? But like, just the fact that she thinks that I am, it hurts me. That's why I want to come here to court to show her that, look, I'm not doing nothing, you know what I mean? Like, can you just stop with all the allegations and everything and let us just be happy?
To get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of private investigator Eric Eccles. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Eccles into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Eccles. How are you?
Doing, sir?
Can you please explain the investigative technique that you used in this case?
Well, in this particular case with Mr. Walker, we did what's called an undercover operative, where we knew Mr. Walker's type was a pretty blonde. So we put Mr. Walker in a room with a pretty blonde. After about 35 minutes, after engaging in conversation, they exchanged phone numbers.
Oh, really? You did? All right.
Well, y'all should come. Well, take my number. Have some drinks or something.
Ms. Walker, what are you feeling as you watched this video?
I'm not shocked at all that he did that. I'm not
Why aren't
shocked.
you shocked?
This is things that I go through all the time right here.
Well, Mr. Eccles, did anything else happen?
Yes, Your Honor. Later on that evening, the investigation continued as Mr. Walker and my associate began texting each other.
So they exchanged texts?
Yes, Your Honor, and I have those texts as well.
Let's see them.
So as you can see right here, Your Honor, other woman is my associate. It says, let's meet up tonight. Mr. Walker replied, okay, cool, what time? My associate then says 9 o'clock with a question mark. We have to keep this between us. Don't want any more drama. Mr. Walker replied, okay, cool, where we're meeting.
Okay.
My associate says, my hotel, I have my own room. Drinks, this was the F word, then leave. One night stand type. Mr. Walker then replied, cool, what hotel, where are you staying at?
You're such a liar, dude.
Ms. Walker, is this a surprise to you?
Yeah, that is a surprise to me.
Mr. Walker, what in the world were you thinking?
I mean, I don't understand. Like, that wasn't me. I don't.
Oh, that was you.
So you were planning to meet this woman?
No, Your Honor. I wasn't.
Mr. Eccles, did anything else happen? Did you find anything else as a result of your investigation?
Yes, we did, Your Honor. There was one final text that was sent by Mr. Walker, and he sent the text of his manhood.
Oh, okay.
Well, it seems to me that you knew exactly what you'd be doing. Did you send that?
No, Your Honor.
You did not send that. That's your testimony.
Show me a picture of it. I'll tell you if it's his.
All right. Have you cheated on your wife since you've been in this relationship?
No, Your Honor.
To further investigate this matter, the court ordered Mr. Walker to undergo a polygraph examination, and we have those results.
During your 5-year relationship with Mrs. Walker, have you ever had sexual intercourse with anyone other than her? What was his response?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Are you serious? Burrell, really?
Mr. Walker, you're 0 for 2.
I didn't do anything with nobody besides my wife.
Evidence is mounting up. I hope you can see it, because we can see it from where we're sitting. We have witnesses seeing you with other women. You've got text messages. You're sending pictures of your manhood. And now you've got the lie detector results that clearly show that you were being deceptive. This is your chance. Tell her what happened.
Nothing happened. I mean, I didn't do anything like...
Please just tell me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Just be honest with me, bro, and we can work through it. If you lie to me, I cannot accept a lie.
I'm being honest with you.
Yes.
Miss Walker.
Yes, Honor. Your Honor.
Where do you want to go with this?
Well, we have 2 beautiful kids together. I don't want to split my family up. But I don't want to be lied to either.
You know, here's the thing, Mr. Walker. You have got to tell the truth. If you choose not to do it here today and you feel like that's a private talk, but you are never going to move your marriage forward with this lie hanging out there.
No.
It's not going to happen.